So what happens when you drop an iPhone 14 from 300 feet?
Release! Oh my gosh, it's falling, it's falling. No, don't hit that, don't hit that. All right, here it is. Moment of truth.
We'll get to what happened. But first, remember when
that Alaska Airlines flight that lost part of a door plug, a piece of the plane coming off at 16,000 feet.
Well, along with that door, out flew a passenger's iPhone, and it was found on the side of the road perfectly fine. How is that possible? Was it the case? Improved phone durability? A miracle? There was only one thing to do. Get a bunch of iPhone 14s and Samsung Galaxy S23s.
They're all powered on.
And load them up in our very own phone-dropping drone.
Trademark not registered. Safety first.
The first set of tests were all done over grass at New Jersey's Sussex County Fairgrounds. And yes, I used iPhone 14s and Galaxy S23s. They're not the latest models, but they represent the latest durability claims by Apple and Samsung. I dropped each phone, naked, no case, from 3 feet, 30 feet, and 300 feet. The first?
That's it.
Next, we fired up the phone-dropping drone with this contraption built by my hero producer, David Hall. It releases the phone from this pouch when he activates the landing lights. So, he flew up to 30 feet and...
Release! iPhone in perfectly good shape, other than some grass stains.
Same thing for the Samsung at 30 feet.
Camera's still on, and not even a grass stain.
Finally, we went on up.
iPhone 14, 300 feet onto grass. Where is it? Ah, it's fine. Yep, it's just some dirt in the crevice of the camera. No screen crack. Landed on some pretty firm ground here. This is definitely not light grass.
And again, same thing for the Galaxy S23 at 300 feet.
It's coming down. It's coming down. There it is, in a nice little tuft of grass right here.
I was amazed it didn't break from that high up. But what happens when it lands on something harder? So I repeated all those tests on asphalt.
Release. Yep, there's a dent in the corner on the edge, but the screen is fine. Similar, just nicks in the corner.
So up to 30 feet we went.
Thoughts and prayers, iPhone. Ah! Holy crap. The screen is fine. The back glass cracked. And also the camera's kind of nicked there.
And then we did the same with the...
Bye-bye, Samsung. It was nice knowing you. Oh, boy. Oh. Got my gloves on for this one. Crack in the front top left of the screen. Crack in the bottom right of the screen. Time to make the case for a case. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, when I did that same 30-foot drop with an OtterBox Defender case on a new iPhone 14.
Phone is good. Case just kind of came off there a little bit.
And a new Galaxy S23.
Ooh, that didn't sound good. It's okay.
Everything was totally fine. The case does a lot of what the grass does. It absorbs the impact and allows for a slower deceleration of the fall. It also helps with...
So if you hit your phone on a corner, it's going to have a very small contact area and more likely to break. If you hit it on the flat surface, the contact area would be larger.
But not even an OtterBox Defender case could help when dropping from 300 feet onto asphalt.
That hit pretty hard. Oh, man. Screen's fine. Totally fine. Glass covering the camera. Completely shattered. But actually, camera still works.
Sad days for Samsung too.
There it goes.
Which seemed to land directly on its right corner and bounce a second time on the surface.
Oh! Oh man, the case is cracked. Phone just won't turn on. It's definitely bent here. It's a bendable phone. But yet it doesn't work anymore.
Okay, so we proved that landing on grass is your best bet. But you're probably thinking, that isn't actually a phone falling out of a plane at 16,000 feet. Except, well, it's sort of the same.
Here's the dirty trick. It doesn't matter if you do it from space or about 300 feet up. it's the same result because of something called terminal velocity.
Yes, I called up Mark Rober, a former NASA mechanical engineer turned YouTuber, who has successfully dropped an egg from space.
Let's say when you drop that phone, at first gravity's pulling it down from force. It's going faster and faster. But there's another force that opposes that, and that's what we call drag. So at some point what happens is you go fast enough that the force of gravity pulling you down equals the force of that drag. It's like a tug of war that's now tied. And at that point, because it's tied, you keep going at that same speed.
And I got some help calculating the actual terminal velocity of a smartphone.
I got 27 meters per second, which is about 60 miles per hour for a phone.
So, what did we learn from dropping all these phones today?
Physics is cool. Yes, phones have gotten more durable too. Even 30-foot drops onto asphalt didn't destroy these phones. But yeah, if you happen to drop your phone out of an airplane, make sure it lands on grass.